I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. We are giving away a piano restoration. We do lots and lots of restoration here. Let's go check out the shop real quick while we're talking about it. So I mean, here lights are off. It's early in the morning, but here's the restoration shop where we do all sorts of restoration. About 100 pianos a year. You can see, I mean, at any given time we've got about maybe 40 or 50 pianos underway that we're doing for people. And most of these pianos are heirlooms. They've been in the family for several generations, and people are hoping to perpetuate that legacy because these pianos are totally worn down, and as an instrument they're bordering on worthless. They're still kind of usable, but they're well beyond their prime, and they're very meaningful to families and to the family legacy, the family history. And if they're going to endure and continue, if they're going to perpetuate that legacy for another few generations, there is no question these pianos absolutely have to be restored. So we're giving away a restoration. We have asked for submissions. People talk about that legacy, and we have been shocked at the response. We've had many submissions. This is going to be a tough decision. We're going to put it out to our team. We're going to pour over this decision and determine what piano is the winner. It's going to be a tough decision. Okay, so let's watch this video. If you go to, by the way, if you go to brighamlarsonpianos.com, you can see right there, Piano Legacy Project. It's the very first thing that you see when you go to the website, and you can get details there. Okay, let's check out the Anderson family video. I haven't seen this video yet, so we're going to be watching it together for the first time. Looks like it's a 4-minute video.
I've begun to see this piano as a sacred vessel.
No one knows me like the piano in my mother's home.
As a teenager, it's where I sat and wrote music and processed all the angst of growing up. As a mom, it's where I've sat next to my children and joyfully and frustratingly practiced the piano with them. For years, it was our mantle. It's where we hung our stockings. It's where we gathered around on Christmas morning. It's where we gathered to sing and to be together. It was literally the hearth of our home. My grandparents bought it in the 70s or 80s at a garage sale for $300. My parents got it after that, and it's the first piano I learned to play on. I remember opening it up and watching the action inside, completely entranced by the hammers and watching the action of the piano.
Yeah, me too.
It was a vessel for my curiosity.
When I was a kid.
I've got a video on my phone watching my 3-year-old play and play and play and make up songs. She went on for 25 minutes, and it took me back to a time when I would do the same thing, and it made me so joyful to see her just get lost in a place of pure creation.
An angel by her side all the times.
I remember playing it during the pandemic and singing along to Judy Garland's Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. In it, she says, "Someday soon we all will be together if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow." And I just started bawling. It became a vessel for my sorrow and my longing to be with my family. And it felt really fitting somehow to be feeling such a strong emotion on an instrument that had been in my family for years, generations. I love this piano. I learned to play on this piano. My girls have learned to play on this piano. It's been in my family for generations and I'm very loved, but it needs some attention. So a lot of the keys are chipped. Some aren't even glued down anymore. There are some that don't play when you touch them or kind of have a tappy sound when you play on them. It's missing a few pedals, so the damper pedal actually works, but it's missing the other two. And one of them, if you open up this, it's just kind of like a loose dowel inside that isn't even connected to anything anymore. So
Crack in there too.
I would love to see it be restored. I can't wait to see it continue its work of being a vessel for joy.
I think she used the word vessel several times, quite a few times. It's a vessel for joy. It's a sacred vessel. What else did she say? A vessel. She said it was literally her mantelpiece.
The hearth of the home.
Yeah, the literal hearth of the home where they hung their stockings and did their Christmas decorations and all of these. So her grandparents originally got it so that let's see, her grandparents would probably have gotten it, I don't know, in the 50s or 60s, something like that, and then her parents, and then her, and then now she's wanting to restore it. And from what I was hearing beneath the music was that piano really sounds rough. I think at the beginning of this video I mentioned that these pianos are usable but just barely hanging on by a thread, and that's a perfect example. And she's got all these kids also that are also probably in line to inherit that piano in the future. Oh, vessel of her curiosity.
Oh yeah.
She mentioned.
That's right.
And what else did she say? That it was how she kind of worked out the angst of growing up, which I think many people can relate to that. Anyway, beautiful video, really well done, and just making this decision all the more difficult.